As part of our overall efforts to connect the St. Louis region with a network of greenways, Great Rivers Greenway launched a planning effort in 2019 to develop a master plan for future greenways in St. Charles County. This planning process identified prioritized projects for connecting destinations within St. Charles County and aims to foster collaboration and coordination among St. Charles County and its municipalities to develop successful models for building greenways. The planning process included 5 phases. Data collection, in which we gathered input from a community survey and combined that information with other data resources to suggest possible greenway connections and destinations. Analysis, which included a map-based study of the many connections and destinations suggested by the community. While in this phase, we also developed a set of evaluation factors which could be used to compare and prioritize greenway options. During concept development, we synthesized the information collected during the first 2 phases into 9 potential greenway corridors. In the 4th phase, concept refinement, we evaluated each possible corridor using the factors established during the analysis phase. We also provided the public with an opportunity to weigh in on the 9 different potential greenway options through a public survey. And in the 5th and final phase of the process, we compiled everything we learned from the first 4 phases to create greenway profiles for each possible corridor. This video provides an overview of those greenway profiles. Corridor 1 runs from Broemmelsiek Park in unincorporated St. Charles County to an existing portion of the Darden Greenway within Barathaven Park in Darden Prairie. Survey respondents ranked this as their 4th most desired greenway option, and it tied for 4th in evaluation factor scores with high marks for sustainability and access to natural resources, but lower scores for connections to populated areas. Corridor 2 offers a key connection between existing sections of the Darden Greenway. This corridor ranked 5th among takers of our Spring 2020 survey and tied for 4th in our evaluation factor ranking, receiving high scores for connecting existing greenways and for safety, but ranked lower for sustainability and equity. Corridor 3 is an extension of the Darden Greenway. The corridor begins where the existing segment of the Greenway ends at Gettemeyer Park in St. Peters and connects to the existing trails within 370 Lakeside Park. This corridor was ranked 6th by survey respondents. While the corridor ranked 9th in our evaluation factor scoring, it did get positive marks for connecting to existing Greenway segments. Corridor 4 begins at 370 Lakeside Park and runs east towards Fountain Lakes North Park to make a connection with the existing Boschert Greenway in the city of St. Charles. While this corridor ranked 7th among takers of our Spring 2020 survey, it ranked 2nd in our evaluation factor scoring, receiving high marks for connecting to existing greenways and trails, safety, sustainability, and connections to natural resources. Corridor 5 would extend the Centennial Greenway to connect with 370 Lakeside Park. This corridor ranked 2nd among survey respondents and received the highest total scoring from our evaluation matrix. In addition to connecting to existing greenways, trails, and parks, this corridor received high scores for connecting to highly populated areas with popular destinations and job centers. This route has a large amount of trail access points and trailheads within a 5-minute walk. The route has a relatively flat grade, and it will provide connections to natural and cultural resources. Corridor 6 begins with a connection to an existing section of the Darden Greenway at Vantage Park and St. Charles Community College, and runs south to connect with the Katy Trail. This corridor was the most preferred by survey respondents and received the second highest scores from our evaluation matrix. While the corridor received high marks for cost, sustainability, and accessibility, it did receive lower scores for safety, as it could have a large number of at-grade roadway crossings. Corridor 7 runs from Weldon Spring Heights north through the August A. Bush Memorial Conservation Area, and then turns east to join with the existing portion of the Darden Greenway within Barathaven Park in Darden Prairie. This corridor was ranked 3rd by survey respondents and tied 7th in our evaluation scoring. While the corridor received high marks for safety, cost, and connecting to natural resources, it received lower scores for equity, as it does not provide easy access from public transportation. Corridor 8 begins in the August A. Bush Memorial Conservation Area and runs northwest to end in Rotary Park in Wentzville. Survey respondents ranked this corridor 8th, and our evaluation factor scoring ranked this corridor 7th. This corridor received high scores for connecting to moderately populated areas and job centers, as well as for safety, sustainability, and accessibility, but lower scores due to higher projected costs and lower community preference. Corridor 9 begins at Heartland Park in Wentzville and runs east to Brown Road Park in St. Peters. While this corridor was ranked last by survey respondents, it finished 4th in our evaluation factor scoring. This corridor received high scores for connecting to areas of population growth, while also providing an opportunity for environmental restoration. It received a lower score for projected cost, as it would require a great amount of land acquisition and would need costly infrastructure to complete. Each of these 9 corridors are currently in different states of development, and each will continue to develop at differing rates. While some of the corridors will require further study, incremental land acquisition can begin for many of the corridors, setting aside land now that can be developed into a greenway in the future. The implementation partners can also begin to secure funding through grants, capital investment funds, donations, and other means. This is a long-term master plan, but incremental progress will ensure continued progression towards completion of the plan. Thank you for taking the time to learn more about the St. Charles County Greenway Plan. Stay tuned for future updates about Greenway projects near you and opportunities to provide your valuable feedback. To learn more about the St. Charles County Greenway Plan, visit greatriversgreenway.org/St. Charles Plan.